and welcome to Anything Relevant. Today I want to talk to you about John Wick 3, Parabellum. I just went and watched that last night. I know this is a little late, but I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. It's way better than Part 2. It's right on the heels of Part 2. And they got rid of a lot of that style that they were pushing in Part 2 that was unlike Part 1. And here I'm having camera problems here. Just 1 second. There we go. And back to it. Sorry. There's a lot of style going on, and in Part 2 that I wasn't a fan of. There was some extraordinary things that were just a little more extraordinary than everything else that seemed a little off. But this movie seemed to get their mojo back, and not only that, they got it back with a vengeance. They got it with spades, so much to the point that they just dethroned Avengers in the box office this weekend. John Wick's number 1. I say for a good reason. The action is cringeworthy in the most exciting of ways, for the sense that exciting to watch, cringy to imagine if it was done to you. Holy moly. I really liked it. I almost felt like I had a whole workout watching that movie. I was all contorted and tight and tense with excitement because I read a review that I wish I remembered the source, but they said this movie doesn't know when to stop. It's true. It doesn't know when to stop. It's full throttle, unbridled, unapologetic action. And not only that, the story makes way more sense. Not that the second movie didn't make any sense. It just, what did make sense of the second one is that's the gravity. That's the gravity in which we're dealing with. Those are the elements that are pushing everything forward. Okay. Could have been told differently. You can always say that about a bad movie, because they took it in a direction that I don't think everyone would have naturally thought to take it. Maybe that's where you want twists and whatnot. I just don't really see this series as a series for twists. So, man. Love the dogs. Holly Berry was great. Ian McShane, I think that's his name, the hotel operator there, the Continental, and then his concierge. They all did great. Even had horses this time around. Like, this is crazy. It's a crazy movie that is highly enjoyable. Turn your brain off, sit back, eat your popcorn or whatever, and enjoy the mayhem. It's amazing, and not a waste of time. Not a step down. And I will say this will be my last thought on it to share with you, because I don't want to spoil anything. But if you were to grade trilogies, like a trilogy on letter grades, usually the first one, if it's getting a trilogy, is good enough, right? It's good. Then the second one is like a grade down. And then it's always iffy for the third. What's the third one get? Well, I say it rivals. It's on par. Maybe even if I say better. It may in fact be the best John Wick out of the 3. In my opinion. Some people are saying it's better than 2, but not as good as 1. I disagree. I think if you watch all three, I think the third one's the best because it uses the source material consistently and builds on it. It's definitely a different world. It's not our world. It's not our Earth. It's a different Earth. Like, they don't say this. It's me saying this because of the way things go, the way that the criminal underground works. This is what I mean by a different world. Kind of like the movie Wanted with Angelina Jolie and Morgan Freeman and James McAvoy. That movie Wanted, where they're bending bullets. That's not here. It's not this world. It's a different world. And I'd say the same thing for John Wick. Not because of bullet bending, but because of John Wick. No one could do all that and keep going. You watch the first one, and you can agree with me on that. Getting hit by vehicles, falling, getting beat up, stabbed, shot, all within like a day or two. Like, this whole movie is like maybe a week, or like the whole franchise rather. It's like a week long, if that. It's like one day something happened, John Wick reacted, a week later, 3 movies happened. I like that. I like that it was right on the heels of each other, because sometimes sequels want to stand alone but still be connected. These ones are like dominoes. The first movie falls over, hits the second movie. The second movie falls over, hits the third movie. I think this John Wick franchise is teaching people how to do trilogies again. If you're going to do 3 movies, why not do basically 1 movie chopped into 3? It's basically what John Wick is. I like it. Like I say, 2 thumbs up. I recommend. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I hope you enjoyed John Wick 3 Parabellum even more. Thank you for dropping by, and have yourself a great day, and enjoy that sun that's out there that might not be everywhere. Sorry. Have a good one. Bye-bye.